Hello boaters. Well, in the video you're about to see, I'm afraid I'm having a bit of a bad hair day. As you can see, I've sorted it out now, but it's not a nice sight, I warn you in advance. Anyway, this video is not about that. I was moored in a spot where I quite often stop when I'm in the area, but I've not been here for quite some time. So I'm moored up, and on the other side of the canal is a very large oak tree, and over the years its branches have got big and they've hung down a bit to about narrowboat roof type height over the canal. And of course that was right against the spot where I was moored up, and it made it a bit difficult for boats to get past. They were perfectly alright if they didn't have anything on their roof, but if they had the usual stuff on the roof, then there might have been trouble. So I had three options. I could move. I didn't really want to do that because I'd only just got there. I could report it to the Canal and River Trust. That would probably not generate any response. Or I could fix it myself. So that's what I did. It was only a 10-minute job. So let's have a look. So you can see the branches. They're over on the left there. They're hanging down very low, directly above the centre of the canal. And that was causing the problem because boats were coming very close to my boat to avoid them. So the camera is in the centre of the boat, on the roof of course, and I'm unhooking the front rope, and the centre rope, I've tied a hook onto that, well, a mooring hook, and that'll stop the boat swinging across too far. So now, hopefully we just push it out across the canal and I'll be able to reach the branches. It's definitely getting harder for me to climb up onto the roof. I used to just leap up there like a young gazelle. Not anymore. I can't quite reach the branches yet. They're not very big, but there are quite a few of them, and oak branches like that are very strong. When I was on the Llangollen Canal, an oak branch, little twig from an oak branch, snagged onto my sack trolley, ripped it off the roof and nearly smashed my window. So yeah, they do need to be dealt with. Let's give it a shove with the pole. Those lower leaves there are definitely at roof height, though not for much longer. Whilst I'm here editing this and adding the narration, I'm looking at the screen and seeing my boat drifted across the canal. And yet in real life I've got boats going past. It's quite disconcerting because on the one hand I'm blocking the canal, and on the other hand I'm not at all. It's really strange. These little branches I'm cutting down are no more than an inch in diameter, very small. Got to be extra careful now because I'm standing on the top of the cratch, and not all of that is safe to walk on. It's only the central boards. Still, I can reach all the bits that I need to. Right, I think that's about it. Fortunately, no boats came along whilst I was doing this. That would have been a real nuisance. That's it. So now hook up the bow rope again, and I put little strips of carpet at each end of the boat on the mooring hooks. There it is, just about see it. And that's because I'm on metal piling, and if the cats fall in, they've at least got something they can claw their way up back onto the bank with. You know, if I had a dog, it wouldn't be able to do that because they don't have claws. But cats, well, I think they'd manage okay. It's surprising how big a pile those few twigs have made. They always look bigger when they're down on the ground. This is a rubber snake I found in the road when I was cycling one day. He lives on my roof now. Clear the leaves off the solar panels. You got to keep them clean. I'll just leave all this at the base of the hedge. That's about the only thing I can do with it. Here I've just noticed that there's a load of fishing line and hooks and things all tangled around the branches. You often see that along the canal, and you've got to watch out when you go under overhanging branches because you could easily get a hook or something in your face. You wouldn't normally see them. It's usually the brightly coloured floats which will give them away, but this didn't have that. This was just a weight and a fairly large hook. And there we are, job done. You can see it's a lot clearer there over on the left. I'm just adjusting the side fender. Pulled out a fish hook and a weight from that branch, and that's it. Much clearer. So that all worked out pretty well, really. The only possible problem would be really if another boat came along whilst I was trying to do it. But anyway, it was good. Nice easy job. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.